Ahaye GC News, Beba Obibia Akwaba. So we are subscribe to the channel now. Best say over subscribe. What the other say over click the subscribe button. Now our belly notification. Where is our new video piano? I will upload once everything. After we are now like video, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Nothing. Share my offer for Suna. We know we now want to. So I say had the latest and hot news of Kwana Mide Bremo. Afriyie and some about the and some also
do you have the feelings that Nkrofo are no more expected to be for Ashanti region?
Flag bearer.
Yeah.
Now, if you come to Ashanti region, especially in relation to the running meat, yet a dim baby. Okay.
Education Minister.
Minister Bonsudin Womb, Obeti Jowais Din Womb. And there was a lot of names, Fremont parading by a whole lot of names in a buy.
Okay.
Now, since 1992, this is the first time the new Patriotic Party is going for a parliamentarian to be their running mate. Since 1992, BC the first running mate was Roland Isifu.
Yeah.
A buyer babesi already did a castle.
Yeah.
Then it comes already did Ali Mahama. Then it followed kakra. Now let me tell you one thing. As I sit here, I'm a journalist. Then I'm going to tell you one me. A dinner bar Montano. Then you have to ask yourself a series of questions. Napo, how strong is he in the Ashanti region? How strong is he? Another note here. Flag bearer.
Yeah.
How can I determine and say, a flag bearer in your constituency, we are powerful. And I say, we are charismatic. And I say, we are leader. It depends on the kind of nominal votes that you get when it gets to election.
Yeah.
That be a any time. How you go to elections? As I election, no. Nipa no had a flag bearer. And a lot of votes. Every time parliamentary candidate, no, there is a problem. Do you know why? Because the flag bearer is seen from a distance. Flag bearer, you said them. But if you look at more parliamentarians now, we feel them. Their actions and inactions will affect them. Now, I want to ask a very simple question. Flag bearer.
Yeah.
If you look at Obi Ete said Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh Napo, I want to look at the strength of Napo, especially in the Ashanti region.
Okay.
Now in 2008, Napo enya 65,978, representing 77.17. Now Akufo Addo, who is known from a distance and seen from a distance as a flag bearer, enya 66,166, representing 79.91. It tells you say, now the Akufo Addo, who doesn't come from the Ashanti region, who doesn't come from Manchia South, was popular than Napo in the Ashanti region. Per the number of votes.
Okay.
Now, if you look at 2012, now the Akufo Addo, 35,417, represented 80.82. Naponia 35,152. Still, now the Akufo Addo from a distance, SIBT Napo. Now, when it comes to 2016 elections, now the Akufo Addo 36,130. Naponia 35,958. Now, surprisingly, we go into the 2020 elections. Let's not forget, before Seko 2020 elections, you said the most outstanding minister, or J 3 times the best minister on the road to us, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. That time, not for the free senior high school number, and it's Sanomano. But in the constituency, so the man wasn't popular. Because if you look at 2016, on your 35,958. In 2020 elections, now on your 27,955 means that there's been a depreciation on the nominal votes of Napo. And how strong is the person? Secondly, if you want to bring out a running mate, sometimes you look at the attitude of the person too. Now wonder, I copy more men say, meaning what the Kora can ya. Okay,
so can some be
Kora say. Men are metete na minim say wo de onye arrogant but the amount for cattle so no and to be submissive say be assembly amba before say be born Napo, the first national youth organizer of the new Patriotic Party and the apia kubi who ko pemo mansia my friend say Asante Achem no was say they don't need an arrogant running mate.
Okay.
Was say they don't need an arrogant running mate.
Okay, so what was you say?
Yes.
Per the way you talk,
yes,
somebody can brand you as being arrogant.
It depends.
So no, hold on. You see, when we say arrogance in this part of the world, our world,
yes,
Do you know some people have branded Honorable Kennedy Agyapong as arrogant? A lot of people have said that.
I've never heard it.
Because of the way he speaks.
I've never heard it.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because of the way he speaks.
Yes.
The way Okasa.
Thank you.
And the way in the minds of certain people, that is arrogance.
Okay.
So it does not necessarily mean say obi echusu say obi hu say we are arrogant.
Yes.
Nature say indeed you are arrogant.
Tie Krogra or you be a what asem. Was it asem kura e tokeje tene ye pinya wote. Was it this is a reporter speech to him as Krogra. Say yes Napo e arrogant. And to Otune for say you should be submissive. Me Napo ni nya adwuma da. Nipo na ye adwuma wo parliament. I find Andy appear could be say Napo is an arrogant person. I didn't say it. And also watch it.
One the casa.
Andy appear could be.
But appear could be is one person in the NPP.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You have one of the outstanding and leading members of the New Patriotic Party. Already Eddie Chairman Sabus was say they don't need a block-headed and an arrogant personality to pattern Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Who was he referring to?
No more the
No,
but Omodi Akuta Nimura. Asem set me try asem bit me di adanse. Asem sia, would me try asem bit me di adanse. Nan wada, unveil ye course yi. Besine, people are not talking about what happened over there. Na fene flamboyant akono, but people are talking about a different matter.
I've heard a lot of people talking about the spectacular event.
Spectacular.
There. Yes.
Now,
say enye bi on ma me nia obi pe no enye no obi pe.
Fabera.
Yes sir.
Now if you look at trending issues, a see free last week they ban there. Let me be open.
Ever since the outdooring was.
Outdooring. Agyapong man for Ginas and people are releasing press statement. As in relation to the comment by the running mate to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
That statement that he made, from my point of view, it was unnecessary.
Okay, so he has apologized.
What's it?
So he has apologized.
Another no kasai. So now we are there nasa who apologize. You render unqualified apology. There's no person who is trying to make sure or apologize. The person renders a qualified apology.
Okay.
What means what mark kind statement critically?
Yeah, I've read it.
First of all, and then Napo Air Casano. Didn't mention Akufo's name in it. And then Casano.
Well, I'm not too sure of it.
The reality is he didn't mention Akufo's name because through one and a ball pause. But if you look and release or the Bible here, he mentioned Akufo's name in it.
That
was say he didn't meant to make sure say Abia or book Akufo and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I'm going to take you back.
Okay.
Go and check 2019-2020.
Okay.
The kind of comments Napo made about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay, because of the time. Honorable video be my boy or can assembly 1 minute to be to me a comment. Or say if you want to be a servant, you must first serve. A leader, you must first serve. You heard it.
Agyapong na amount for the NDC when they were in power was arrogancy and egoism. You see, NDC 4 year jail, a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That said, this is the only person who can look straight into the eyes of the New Patriotic Party and he tells them the reality. Or kind of credit wrong. Where another no because of Fagbera. The person comes down to your level.
Exactly.
Or no sin woman. Now will be seen will be if the person captures if the person captures power, where Kennedy Agyapong is the only person. Delta Force and Invisible Forces for. He came out to defend them. He says that these people they belong to us. When we were in opposition, this was our security forces. Freddie Blair that time, who was the national chairman, was credit fought for them. And mom year school fee in money now. Credit fought for them. Let me tell you one thing. Kennedy Agyapong is the best person for the grassroots. Because the common language of the grassroots for us. Aka 5 months to elections, the NPP can salvage their issues. Or more egoism, or more arrogance, or more Kasanipa, Munipa, or doing anyway. Ajuma Kwaku Annan, na Areho is politician. Go and check them. Anytime they're in power, it is different. If they go to opposition, sometimes they're not even relevant in the matters that are even trending. And to one can show me where you foot one of Papanadia Mono. And some who are foot 20 to the bomb brat. So that by Ghana, you bet me a coin. But
that's a question. Nan can be our last now. Was of Amamino or chair Najuni Ewo and Maye. Yakodai, I see parliamentarians say your mom coin Emma Omunfa Sarin and two Omukasuna Omunfandanti. Me know traffic achieno. Ya sorry, I am traffic achieno. Omudia, your mom a year a coin. emrano ekwan so na omutumi use no enya sala na o ma betwam sa na tie Frank
flag bearer.
Yes sir.
There be a say if a parliamentarian neti a to abadema say kokko shembra. We agree. But you see sometimes what tie mra bia mpan for the person mo you ask yourself say I don't know person mo say samra de betimi abo na say entimi mwa. Na de kai what you Road Regulations Act L1 2180. Yes. Now let me take you back. From 2009 ebesine. If you look at overspeeding, road accidents in I see 2,000 deaths. 2,000. Injuries 15,000. Now I want to ask a very simple question. And to a parliamentarian, never say be also ban a 12 program. That's our time 8 o'clock. Wouldn't mean 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Okay. Is it necessary to say that say yes the sea can as one? Now I want to get it clear. Is it their private car or more come was him? And as on an official car, we should get it clear. Because we make us a fleet of cars, and will be a member of parliament. We buy 5 or 6 cars. Of course. Owusu. Now we want to ask a very simple question. And what the end said to this are in this the man. Now if you look at pressing issues what Ghana, any which amount for communist mana, we expect our parliamentarians to bring out laws and bills. I bet me Obama Ghana need to into my pedia. What's a leader? Look at what they are thinking about. Say near TA, say ne area flag by us or bano de sarine siso, ne yet the day back and no na yet. And you see, I don't know more about you know. So, yeah, a lot of problems. A man for a beho, and you see, a bequaco do maybe a man for bufu crabet me for a bino. Ebi a game course. What it comes to say, Sarah, because, hey, I buy so much from here. Hey, I will quit us what you say. Hey, I will quit say. One, you should address the needs and the welfare of the people. And there's Sanoman is okay. Sanoman is what me doing, not just Siren. Siren, your day. And to your leader, now surrender the free fear at the bad one I did. If you look at what it said, Dampare, or IGP, the time he was GP2, no did traffic Mukwejuma.
Dampare? Yes,
GP2. That no name IGP. He was a GP2, no did traffic Mukwejuma. Okay. Even the former IGP, Muhammad Alasa, or did traffic so Juma. What is wrong with a parliamentarian? So what did traffic is over Juma.
Okay, what is wrong with the parliamentarian? Say did traffic is over Juma. Chairperson and as a chairman for the subsidiary legislation committee or parliament, Honorable Dominic Ayinin, one insensitive atwitwe nkomo kakra fa sanse mo yentie be sima na emra.
But why can't you just set off early like all of us? So you don't need to have a siren. Why don't you just set off early? Account for traffic, use your GPS, wake up earlier.
You cannot anticipate all the circumstances and
but we do. We the people who you represent, that's what we do. We set off earlier, we lose sleep, so we can get to our place on time.
That is true, Kafui. There are times that I leave my house very early in order to get to where I want to get to. But I don't control the traffic buildup. So I may leave early but still get to a point where the traffic buildup is such that I'll be extremely late, going to an official function or going to, conduct parliamentary business. So those are some of the exigencies that will be, will necessitate the use of the siren, in order to be able to beat the traffic.
All right. But why can't you just set off early, like all of us, so you don't need to have a siren? Why don't you just set off early? Account for traffic, use your GPS, wake up earlier.
You cannot anticipate all the circumstances and.
But we do. We the people who you represent, that's what we do. We set off earlier, we lose sleep, so we can get to our place on time.
That is true, Kafui. There are times that I leave my house very early in order to get to where I want to get to. But I don't control the traffic buildup. So I may leave early but still get to a point where the traffic buildup is such that I'll be extremely late, going to an official function or going to, conduct parliamentary business. So those are some of the exigencies that will be, will necessitate the use of the siren, in order to.
Honorable Dominic Ayine, MP for Bolgatanga East, ena motini nkano GBC NMI and Saka video we edo masi bebre. Uria utie ni reason or the my ono here the chairman for the subsidiary legislation committee parliament NDC MP.
Okay.
Yes.
The flag bearer.
Yes, sir.
If you listen to the MP critically, one convince me back. He didn't convince me. Now a flag bearer and I say sorry Afriyie baby. Nobody can anticipate your warning.
Yeah.
Obi anyho. And I be a obey. We are one so person to do about 3 o'clock. Even my car say be come to Kwamo.
Yes.
And so there is a traffic over there.
A point de be a wow fashion. Say adiechi na oba be first you cannot predict what is there.
Yes. And it's all kinds of anticipate here. Every Ghanaian too cannot anticipate the future. Obi anim de Kwamo. And then maybe sir, obi a medical doctor. Obi yare so Kwamo operation. So balance the traffic kwa just say this one. I'll do a very simple question. What the same run our question? Obi ye Kwaku obi surgery, obi the emergency, and it will be a doctor. That's an near brace of 50 and that's will be a traffic or her. Just said the Sarin city car soon a man quite one corner. You say that be a car as a leader. One of your major responsibility is to serve your people, is to make sure that you give them a certain kind of respect. But if you look at how issues are being run, what has my papa UK? I wanted him to convince me as a Ghanaian and as a leader. Obi on Sembra, but me won't mean convince me. And if you look at readings or Mokas or more press arena, who are dear with Marcas a convince and would Jatu says there is a Rinsi Castle. Macamesia Kabib. I deal with MPP 42 then people are going to have issues with them. No matter say NDC for starting here, they will say the days of the new patriotic party people are beginning to get annoyed about this siren thing. And now, of course, people are registering their displeasure. This siren.
Ada midam kwa huna baako bese nana minim nipa otimu onye politician. But nkofo ne gina say hey aban nkofo so the mu chire.
Thank you.
It wasn't a politician, but because nkofo nim say politicians na ye nti.
Even the government of Ghana even says even ministers and MPs should not even use siren.
Yes.
But still they are going against the law. They are going against the directives by the President of the Republic of Ghana. Whether the NDC started and the NPP never bet to us. Let me say one thing. Unya pasia, people will say you did it under the new patriotic party. Yes. Obia pentama ko baby o. And then maybe me say me drew around 6 o'clock. I say me free Kumasi Temba be drew her. I don't know what I can anticipate on the road. Exactly. So you should come early.
Exactly.
Parliamentarians are almost so in you.
Is it asema okan Franco asema okan so one say NDC for issue a release be kicking against this.
Yes.
But oko committee ni so information wo ho ni say NDC for no kra na say yemfa sa ade no hye bionum and say act num na emom kwan mom use so omatwa mo the statement about say omo de omo mfa so just to support the
party. One major problem of the new patriotic party is about communication. And what game also one major problem about the new patriotic party is communication.
Any propaganda
the communication of the new patriotic party is weakening. Now you can even meet a party communicator or Kasama Abino. You can ask him questions related to a certain ministry. The person doesn't have any idea about it. And then you are trying to enlighten and educate people, say, NDC for starting here. But today you see the NDC has also come back and say, what is preventing the new patriotic party, especially more parliament or more government business, to even come out and say a press release that there be idea where you need more here, we're going to start here. But they will sit down.
They are comfortable.
Thank you. Always the NDC dictate the pace for the new patriotic party to follow.
They are comfortable. Many of them are comfortable.
I'm telling you, as
they will not come to the
thank you, but
because more parliament, one are more colleagues, parliamentarians, kind, assembly control, do you expect me to come and say something that you know better than?
And I make sure say, if you look at the communication of the new patriotic party, whether in government, executive, and a party, it is weakening. Now ask yourself a series of questions. How many communicators in the new patriotic party can convince you flag bearer and then you buy into the ideas of the new patriotic party? Adiabai and Obian say MPP for the Debo. If you don't issue official communique, people might feel and things on our deba. The NPP should be careful how they deal with this particular matter.
Okay.
You're waiting for because just so and our head no so when you subscribe or ya necessary open subscribe. Now I like it. Now if you watch a video no ama offer so any now what was over to me actually what in Afriyie and some week now I will comment box me. Mobeti interview in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.